going on, people? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. This is Uncle Hotep. Um, how y'all doing? It's Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Oh shit. It's been a long day, long run up, long year. Um, it's glad Christmas is over. Merry Christmas, Patriot. Thanks for stopping by. You know, uh, this will probably be my last Christmas with just one child. Um, you know, uh, have a baby on the way in in March. So next year it won't be the last. It'll be the last Christmas with one child. Um, Strange. What's up, Derek? Yes, I'm back at it again. Christmas stream. I decided I guess I'm gonna watch this Laker game. I might turn the. Merry Christmas, Jennifer. Salute. You know, um, I bought all this stuff for my daughter, and she ended up playing with the PJ Mask, um, PJ Mask toys. Um, yeah. I got her. I actually got her some. I was thinking about the Nerf. I got the two Nerf guns, and I actually started playing with them. And I started shooting the cats. It's only one cat because there's one cat I really can't stand, but the other cat I didn't attack with the other one. Merry Christmas, Jays. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The cats will be outnumbered. Um, how was everybody's Christmas? Yeah, I hit the cat. Listen, I shot it once. I was trying to get the aim of the Nerf gun, so I put it on her and hit it right in the head. Like, yo, it's a he cat. It's Moo, Moo, Moo. They call the cat's name is Moo. The cat Moo hit under the chair the whole time. But it's kind of hard. I wish I'd have tried it out because it's kind of hard for a 4 year old because you have to press one trigger to press to charge it up, and then press another trigger to shoot the Nerfs. But she liked it. You know, I think everything went well. Um, yeah, that's always like after Christmas, it's like it's all this run up to, and then it's over, and like everybody's glad it's over, and it's back to the grind. You know, I didn't even take any vacation because I'm trying to save it up for take some days off when the new baby gets here. So that was that. I got a coat, some socks, some underwear, dad stuff. Also got a Dutch oven. you know, um, it's yeah. If everybody can like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Share it. I greatly appreciate it. I got a Dutch oven. You know, you ever buy gifts so you can use them? Like last year, I bought my girlfriend a wok, and you know, Merry Christmas, Angel. I appreciate it. Thanks, Robert. Happy Kwanzaa. Yeah, cast iron is way to go. I got a cast iron. Like I use. That's what I used to cook most of my stuff on. Um, that's great, Jason. That's great. You got your own caddy. That's what's up. Yeah, I use cast iron only, but I haven't never used the Dutch oven. Um, I have to come up with some. I have to research some recipes. What can you cook with a Dutch oven? I don't know, but I have to look it up. But yeah, about the wok. So last year I bought her the wok, and she used this sometimes. But you know what she did? One time she cooked shrimp fried. I mean, not shrimp fried. Fried rice. I like vegetable fried rice. And I was like, damn, is it that easy to cook fried rice? I never cooked fried rice a day in my life. So now I just took it over and I've been cooking like once a week for like the last, I don't know, probably like 5, 6 months. I've been cooking fried rice. Like sometimes I put chicken in it, sometimes I'll put beef in it, shrimp. I got pretty good at it. I love cooking fried rice for some reason. Yeah, I love the woks, fireproof troll. I love the woks. Who was who was posting on Brittany Herring? I think I have a cousin named Brittany Herring. I hope that's not who I'm talking about. That's not my cousin. Merry Christmas, Sam. Is he a pimp? Omar is a pimp. I hate y'all don't understand what I'm saying about Umar. He may be a pimp, he may be all of these things, but I'm not going to celebrate somebody taking an L. You know what I mean? There's other things to do with my life than celebrate um, somebody else's misfortune. That's what I'm getting at. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. You know what I mean? I think that's a little bit childish. And you have to understand, Black America, they won't do that to anybody else. I mean, they'll do them to themselves. They won't to do it to anybody else. What is Maine Coon, Sam? I don't know. You want me talking coons in general, or I don't know. Um, what's up, Woo? Oh, well, okay, yeah, that's not my cousin then. Yeah, did she get out? I thought that I thought I had read about that they weren't going to get really charged. I think they were getting like probation or something like that. Um, what did they do to the boys though? Usually sometimes, even though I think the women in that case were the ringleaders. Um, what did they do to the boys that were involved in that? I don't wouldn't say Umar is a race hustler. Like if you compare him with Tariq Nasheed, I think that's a stark difference. Or Sean King, there's a stark difference. With Umar, all he does is talk to blacks and tell them, hey man, you got to do this, and this. With Tariq, all he does is say, hey, the white man is doing this, and this. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't offer any solutions or any way to circumvent that alleged transgressions by quote unquote white folks. You know what I mean? I think there's a big difference. Now, I wouldn't call Dr. Umar a race hustler. Like Tariq Nasheed is a race hustler. Oh yeah, Maine Coon is a cat. Yeah, I remember there was this. Listen, this girl blocked me on Twitter, but I remember this. I forget her name. She was white liberal type on Black Twitter. You know what I mean? And because I think it's called a Gucci Maine Coon cat or something like that. And she posted that as a joke, and then you know it was kind of I thought it was funny, right? So Black Twitter got hold of it, and then they went in, or I think her name is Philly Boss Lady. Yeah, Philly Boss Lady on Twitter. I don't know if that's still her at name, but she got me blocked. But anyway, she posted. She's like a cat lover, and she posted about Gucci Mane Coon cats, right? And and the joke. I can't remember the punchline of the joke, but the punchline was the Gucci Mane Coon cat, right? And so everybody went off on her, and I defended her. Matter of fact, if you go on my channel, right, there should be a video of in the defense of Philly Boss Lady. Check in my archives in my classic. It's a funny thing. Yeah, yeah. No, I think there's got to be some cats that are act different because these two cats, man, they don't like each other. I think one is older. The female cat is older, and she doesn't play around with the young boy. No, the young boy, he's like 3 years old. Moo is like 3 years old, and she doesn't play around with him at all. Like they don't they don't mess around with each other. They scratch and paw at each other, man. Like every time they walk by each other, it's I'll be crying. And the boy cat's he's a punk, man. It's just like mm-mm-mm. The gentle giant of cats. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the word coon is. I might as well just talk about it. It's like one of the most overused words in Black America, man. It's like if you go on the collie, if you watch my video, I be on the collie sometimes, and people they call everybody a coon, man. Like it's not even a big thing, man. It's like they'll call everybody a coon. I'm like, oh wow, there's this fake internet militancy, and the internet makes people like some people will get this false bravado, and some people are like, you know, they're more they're more open about things than they are really in real life, and it has hatched this fake militarism. And people like Tariq Nasheed, and he's been one because I think he gives Coon of the Year awards. You know what I mean? And he gives it out like tons and tons. He gave it out to Tommy, and I think he just gave it out to my man. What is it, Jesse Lee? Damn, I forget his name. He just gave a Coon Award out. Jesse Lee Patterson, I think his name. You know, it's like too much, man. It's like you can't do anything. You be a coon. It's like I don't even understand it. You know, um, you can't. And I try not to use the word. You know what I mean? Like if black people want to act a certain way, you go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? I call people knobs, but I don't want to try to call people coon because you're acting like the way you call people coon is like you have this set parameters of what black people can do. And if you go outside these parameters, you get called a coon. And I'm like, why would you limit yourself in only this set parameter? You know what I'm saying? If this black person wants to do this or wants to do that, let them do it. You know what I mean? Knock themselves out. But in Black America, nah, you can't do that. You're a coon, man. And then they call people coons. That Ben Carson is a coon. Like, why is Ben Carson a coon? You know what I mean? This man has like made a movie about him. You know what I mean? About his professional career, and if you take any, regardless of race, if you take any, parent, you be like, hey, if your son or daughter can live a life and have the same accomplishments of Ben Carson, most everybody be like, hey, that's good, that's great. Not Black America. I don't know, man. Is being white wrong? Salute back to Kekistan, Carlos. Yeah, it must be a liberal idea. I guess that's who they got it from, man. It's crazy. It really, really is. You know, um, I hope one day we can get past that, but it's tough sledding. Oh no, I've read Jack Prosbiak. Who's that guy? Jack Prosbiak. He tweeted that out, and I'm like, well, the owners of the Washington Post, Jack. Why don't you call them out? Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, Kadir. Prosobiec. Prozabic. He's actually from Norristown. That's not too far from where I'm from. It's like a little It's a town outside of Philadelphia. What's up, Ruff? Merry Christmas memories of you. Thanks. I'm glad you found my videos. You know what I mean? It's hard. You know what I mean? My subscribers are slowing down, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Like it's been like trickling. You know, I think YouTube is job me. But you know how it is. No, I don't. I never heard of Uri Geller, Hellbound. Get out of here with that stuff, man. No, Norristown is like there's a lot of Mexicans in Norristown now. It was predominantly, probably, I don't know how old he is. He's in his early 30s, right? Probably when he was coming up, it was mostly, I think, Italian. Um, there's some. It's probably maybe a little bit higher than average black percentage. I think I can look it up right now. But now it's a lot of Mexicans in Norristown. The last time I looked, it's 40% white, 35 black, and about 28% Hispanic. You know, so the Hispanics gonna run run those Negroes out of Norristown. But yeah, like I said, that the Hispanic population is really growing. No, I haven't been to Kensington, New Kensington. I don't even know where you talking about. Kensington and Philly. No, I don't go down there. Nah, I mean, I haven't been down to the city in a minute and getting those cheesesteaks. You know what I mean? I haven't really. I laid off the meat for a minute. I haven't had a good cheesesteak in a minute. You know, there's plenty of places out in the burbs that make cheesesteak. So, um, you know, like, if I go down the city, I'm not going down the city for a cheesesteak. You know what I mean? That's what tourists do. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a place, a couple places in Westchester I like. You know, there's a place in Phoenixville that's decent. You know, you any town around here in Pennsylvania, in Northeast, you get a good steak sandwich. He melted spoons like the Matrix. That's crazy. I never heard of him. No, I didn't stop eating meat. I just had like a steak last week. I was had my air fryer. You know, I bought my mom an air fryer for Christmas, and I had bought myself one before. I bought my air fryer on Black Friday, so I was like, man, let me cook a steak in it. Yeah, it was all right. I like chicken breast better in the air fryer, but no, I don't eat no soy, man. Stop it, man. Are you crazy? No, I just wasn't eating meat because there was a while I was eating meat, steak like once a week. You know what I mean? For a while I was eating chicken. Then you know what I mean. I was eating. I didn't go vegetarian or anything like that. I was just cutting it back. You know what I mean? I don't try to eat too much red meat. You know what I mean? I don't have anything against it, but like if I was going out to dinner, yeah, sometimes like we just went out to it was my girl's birthday. We went to Foga de Chão, whatever. It's like a Brazilian steakhouse, and you know they it was like $50 a person, right? And you couldn't get your money's worth, man, because they just like they bring the meat out on a steak, right? And they give you this little card to flip over. Like if it's green, they'll just keep coming with different types of meat, and you just like they just cut it right off. And like I'm like, dog, man. I was like, I come, you eat for 15 minutes, like you get. I mean, it wasn't long wait. I had to. It's one you gotta get your reservation. So we was in there. As soon as we got down, I'm like, damn. He was in and out like about an hour or so, man. But it was decent. The lamb was good. Like then they had one like the sirloin, and they had some pork. They had some swine. That swine was the best swine I ever ate. I ain't bullshit. I ain't eat the chicken. Who would I predicted win the NBA Finals? I don't know. It was probably be Golden State again. Um, you have to see, man. Houston's playing good. OKC, they just beat Houston. You have to see with injuries and everything. Yeah, it did have a nice salad bar because they tell you to get a plate, go to the salad bar, and then we did that. And then we ate the steakhouse. That was the first time at like a Brazilian steakhouse. I guess I don't know if that's how they all do it, but that was the first time I had one. It was pretty decent. It wasn't bad. I mean, the price was all right. I mean, I don't think I ate $100 worth of steak though. But well, 50. I mean, I was me and my old lady went. It was her birthday. Would I allow what my son? It depends what he was teaching, and so it depends what he was teaching. I don't know about the NBA Finals. I want to say Golden State's going because Kevin Durant looks like he's a totally different player now. And he's got that confidence. Once you win, he's got that swag and he's out there blocking shots, man. He's playing a better defensive player. Um, and he's playing a lot better. So I'd probably go with Golden State again. You know what I mean? I think Cash will probably make it again. It'll probably be another repeat. Would it be 4 years in a row? Crazy. But I think LeBron going to the Lakers after this year. I think. Yeah, I don't think LeBron's he's good, but he can't get after it defensively like Durant. You know what I mean? So he won't be able to check him, man. So it don't matter. And he was never as good a shooter as Durant. Um, he can't. He needs some. He actually needs some help. Yeah, or Houston. I forgot all about that. I think LeBron might go to Houston. That's where he's going. You heard it here first on Uncle Hotep's Christmas stream. He's going to Houston. You know, I'm telling you. And then they have Harden, CP3, LeBron, and whoever else they want to bring in. He won't have to do any of this. He won't have to handle this. He won't have to carry the scoring. He won't have to carry the playmaking. He'll be all right. Damn, YouTube like tries to retract everything. Somebody just said illegal immigrants have right. They have to show or hide. I'm like, what's wrong with this, man? This stuff is crazy. The message are being held for review. I might have something set wrong on this thing, man. I don't know, man. What is going on here? Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think but like they've had entertaining games and like I've read what was it? The ratings for the NBA is high, going up. You know what I mean? And that's one thing. Like, I mean, if you go on Reddit and watch your streams, right, NBA streams, you get to watch the home field, the home team stream, and they have like their the NBA is playing heavily to the military. I mean, they saw how the NFL was messing up with their not showing respect or whatever you want to call it to the military. So every game they have a military pride night or something like that, and it's I guess it's paying off for in the TV sales and everything else like that. What's going on with YouTube, man? I'm trying to bring up the thing. Sorry about that. What's next on the Trump agenda? Is he going to Oh, I see. Live control here now. What's next on the Trump agenda? We got tax cuts. What is he going to get through next? You know, yeah. Well, let me get back to football. Yeah, They did that Kaepernick thing really backfired, and it really hurt the NFL league wise. And I guess they signed. They got a deal with some of the owners. They're going to put some money up for like for the inner cities or stuff like that. Is Trump going to go after infrastructure next? We need it. I know Pennsylvania needs these roads, man. I'm telling you that right now. Pennsylvania needs some roads. Please, they need some roads. Yo, thank you, Dig 8, man. Thorny, thank you. If you're watching the ads, I greatly appreciate it. Anyway, yeah. And this reminds me, hey, if people want to donate, super chat, PayPal, Patreon, I greatly appreciate it. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that's what we need, infrastructure. That will create jobs, man. There's a lot of work to be done on the roads, bridges. Is he going back? Do we going go? Are we going? I almost slipped up and say, are we going back to the moon? Well, are we going to the moon? I think he wanted to go to the moon, right? Are we going to the moon? Yeah, BLM hates straight black men. Did I tell y'all I tried to infiltrate? I was going to infiltrate Black Lives Matter. I was like, man, let me try. I sent an email for the Philadelphia chapter, and I was going to go in and sit on some interviews. And I'm going to make some videos and say what these shines were talking about. And they never replied. I guess what they probably do says because Jack is probably hooked up with them. I should have used a different email address. But I used the email address I had that's tied to my Twitter account. And I bet you they could just check your Twitter account. They probably didn't even respond to me. Yes, my Sixers got a win. Stop the losing streak. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I was glad that happened today. They needed to win bad, and they needed to win bad. You know what I mean? Um, no, they're not going. to I don't know what's up with Black Lives Matter. They're not. They're not as big as they was. Isn't Soros on the deathbed or something? I was on poll that said Soros is in the hospital or something crazy. Yeah, Cantor was beasting, man. Yeah, I played DFS, and John with the super chat, $5. Thank you. Did you see how the economists from Europe and Australia are worried America is now going to steal jobs from the world? Is that what they were saying? Because I didn't read that. I was like, I heard that other countries were mad at America's tax cuts. I'm like, why? like, isn't that America's business? Like, can't we give our own tax cuts? You know what I'm saying? Why would other countries be mad at us for giving tax cuts? And tax cuts not only to the people, to the businesses, and the business gonna come on home, attract new business in America. Yeah, Poe is dead, man. You're right, Poe is dead, man. It's kind of weak, man. Them guys, you know. Now they're talking about something like this. It's hard to say. Sometimes there must be infiltrated and people just spamming the boards and stuff like that. Every once in a while, you get a good thread. You know what I mean? I guess the best time to go on polls during a happening, but if it's not a happening, man, that day-to-day stuff is like it's the same threads every goddamn day, and some of them is just spam. You know what I mean? Thanks, BB. Merry Christmas. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I saw in a thread that are we really going to withhold money from the UN, or is that still in the works? I seen Guatemala said they're gonna move their embassy to Jerusalem. Some companies are jumping on board. Checks must have been right. What the hell? What's QAnon? Yeah, yeah. I seen that number. I thought I wanted to say 285, but 280 million. Oh, that's just from the UN. Oh, take that money, Trump. Take that money from him. Is he back? Is he coming back from Mar-a-Lago? Is he still going to be on vacation? Oh, it was a leaker on 4chan. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people be LARPing on there. But, sometimes people, I've seen a lot of instances where there's some truth been not been dropped on there. I don't know who dropped it, but some real gems be dropped on there. And I usually go, what I mean, because some people actually there's some smart cats on there, you know what I mean, and I usually just lurk. I don't really ever post, but sometimes there be some smart theories, and it just like some of these theories make sense or do not. You know, that's the thing about what I mean. I would still be talking about Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? This is it's the crazy thing is Las Vegas is still going. You know what I mean? Nobody's talking about it. Yo, what's happening in the game? Call me Rock. Don't make me put this Eagle game on. The Eagles losing. I haven't watched 1 second of it. I seen. I think the Oakland scored. Oh, it's 10-10. The Eagles are in the mix. I might have to put this stream on. Streams. White House level. And do you guys think that sometimes? Oh, he just threw a pick. Oh, wow, that was a bad play. Oh, wow. Oh, they missed the field goal. That was a bad interception. Do y'all think they actually threw that game? The Raiders. I'd been pissed. I'd been pissed if that's what went on. If I was Derek Carr, you know what I mean? you know, um, you think a lot of times, you think Trump has sent some people to get on 4chan and stuff like that. I mean, if 4chan is a force on the internet, you got to have some a presence on there. I would think, you know what I mean. You got to have some trolls or some bots or something. That's a strange thing. Like my dad's from North Carolina, but he was from North Carolina. He wasn't from Pennsylvania when he grew up here, and he wasn't really into football. Um, I think his team. He said his team was the Vikings and stuff like that. But he wouldn't. We would. We never like watch football together or anything like that. Like he was usually he worked from. He was a CB guy, CB ham, like the ham CB guy who would make boxes for people to do CD radio stuff. So he never was really like when he was home. He really did. He was working. So when I was watching football, I used to watch the Eagles like when Randall and them, but when I watch it, I used to watch the Broncos because they used to always come on. This was when Elway came in the league, and I just fell in love with the Broncos, man. Like I used to watch it when they made that when Elway was making that run. They would get to the Super Bowl, get their ass kicked, but I mean that's the squad I was pulling for. Pulling for. I'll never remember the drive Elway made. That was like I watched that when I was a kid live. You know what I mean? That was one of the best things I ever seen in my life. Y'all trust that DNA stuff, man? I was gonna do it, man. You know what I mean? Just to see where, like, what area of Africa and like, because I know my grandmother's Indian and white, and then I wanted to know where my father's side of the family was. You know what I mean? But I just never did it. I was like, and I'm kind of suspect of giving my DNA to some company. I'm like, do I really want to do this or not? You know what I mean? It should be for free. And then like what I mean? I don't know who I'm funding and all this with this trap, man. Uh-oh, fumble. Was he down? I look Nigerian. I claim Nigerian. I'm like, I told them I'm claiming Nigerian. I'm not I don't want to mess with these these Akatas, man. I'm not gonna mess with these Akatas anymore, man. Yeah, yeah. I don't think they can tell the country. I think they can tell the area though. I'm not sure it changed too much. Um, I would say yeah, he was a conservative, but he didn't really. I don't know who he voted for. I mean, I do. I think he didn't vote all the time Republican. You know what I mean? I think he switched back and forth. You know what I mean? But as far as philosophy and stuff like that, yeah, he was definitely conservative. He was definitely not with the liberal policies and stuff like that. No, I did not hear that, John Smith. I have to look that up. That's a shame, man. Um, you know, and a lot of that stuff is funded by who. But that's a shame that on Christmas they was them cats be out there, man. That's a shame. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know I don't know what to do with that 23 and Me. There's a I think I follow Ed Asante. I think he's from Nigeria or he's Nigerian. But I think he was saying that their GDP is probably one of the better area countries in Africa. Merry Christmas, Tom Leach. Merry Christmas. It's crazy. Who y'all got winning the Super Bowl? That's the more important, pressing question. Who you guys can the Eagles do it? Oh, Ghanaian. He's from Ghana. Okay. He's just seemed he's well versed in African's country. What's up, Rel? Saints. Maybe the Saints. Maybe the Saints will win it. I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to see the Eagles get there, but it'd be tough. Not with Foles, man. He's just suspect. But they got the ball, but you can see what they do. Steelers, yeah. All the Eagles got to do is run the ball, man. And like I don't know what the. Thanks, Lola. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, look, Brady has been looking flabby. Been looking kind of flabby. You have a good year too, Lola. I hope it's great. I'm gonna try to be great. You know what I mean? I think everybody should try to just be the best they can. You know what I'm saying? It's it is what it is. Panthers. That's my low key. I think the Panthers. Hey, sweet tea. Have you been buying cryptocurrency? I think I'm gonna try to buy some Litecoin. That's what I was thinking. I got my eye on. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I think I have my eye on that. Yeah, I don't mind, man. I should label them "Ask Me Anything" or whatever, but you know, um, I'm happy to take questions while I watch these Eagles. That Foles is trash. He's just not 4th and 4. Damn, you got screwed on your money? Oh man, that sucks, Tom. Thanks, Caesar. I greatly appreciate you watching my videos. Come back often. One country in each continent. Where would you visit? Um, uh, I guess Europe. I'd go back to Germany. I want to see because I was in my Air Force. That was my first station. I was in Germany. I want to go see. I want to see how it's changed since then. If it's as bad as it's been as people make it seem. Um, Africa, I'd probably go to. I don't know. Maybe Nigeria, Liberia. See, they were going to send us. Um, Asia. I would go. I'd probably go to Japan. Um, that's about it. South America, probably Brazil, I guess. I don't. Yeah, that's dangerous out there. But I'd probably go there. That's one thing in the Air Force I kind of missed out. I never got to go to Asia. I'm kind of mad about that. I wish I would have gone to. I remember people getting to go to Korea and stuff like that. Um, North America, I don't know. I mean, I've been to Canada and I've been to America. Obviously, I live here. I guess I had to go to Mexico. Not for the radiation. I heard they got that stuff cleaned up. in the states, I would want to go somewhere, place Midwest or something like that, um, like North Dakota or Montana or something like that. Portland. I mean Oregon. Yeah, I read thing in this week that the murder rate in Mexico is like 19 out of every 100,000, and in the states it's 5 out of every 100,000. Like the murder rate in Mexico is going up or something like that, and it's like this president is like the Mexican president is they're looking bad. Oh, Washington, yeah. I like to go to Seattle, maybe. I don't know. I gotta go somewhere. We gotta take a vacation. Um, we're gonna have a new baby though, so I don't know where we're gonna go. I like to stay in the States, but I think she wants to go to Ireland or something like somewhere. We might have to wait for a couple years for that. But this we got definitely gotta go somewhere this year for a weekend or something. Maybe Colorado or something like that. Merry Christmas, Rand. Yeah, maybe a cruise. Yeah, maybe a cruise. Or I was thinking Chicago, maybe to tourist parts. I want to get that Chicago pizza. You ever watch those cooking shows, right? And that deep dish pizza, man, that looks delicious. No, Alaska cruise, Chi-town. No, Wakata. Man, what are the Eagles doing, man? It's gonna be a tie game. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I haven't asked her about it, but maybe go out somewhere else like that. Yeah, well, that's could probably be cool, you know. But she's not like hunting the fish or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't know. Did he not? Could he? I know he didn't play last week. Is he? Is his arm? Does his arm just get hurt again? He should have just sat out, man. I don't know. I know he's. I mean, he came back too early, I guess. But you know what? Aaron Rodgers is probably the best quarterback, um, arm wise, I've ever seen, man. Like, have you ever watched those Green Bay summer league? I mean, summer camp practices where they put a barrel like a barrel like this. They put it 50 yards down the field. It might take him like 4 or 5 throws, but it'll go right in the barrel. I'm like, man, get the hell out. It's God honest. I'm like, God damn. I never seen a guy throw something like that. Like like how can you, a barrel is only like 3 feet, wide, length, wide, height, and width. And they got it sitting on something so he can stand up, but he can drop it from like 50 yards out. I'm like, come on, man. That's unreal, man. Oh, he has to be cut. Oh, soon as gonna cut him, man, somebody's gonna pick him right up. That's dumb. Yeah, that might have Perez. That might have been a dummy move. I don't know why. If Jimmy G is as good as he's looking, Belichick blew it, man. I'd have kept him. I'd be like, next year, hey, Brady. You always have to do that. Like every franchise that has succeeded in going. Remember when Montana had Steve Young? You know what I'm saying? And Brett Favre had Aaron Rodgers. At some point you got to get rid of the old guy. You can't just keep trotting him back out there. Brady's lucky he has Gronkowski. I'm telling you that right now. Foles blew it again. My stream is lagging, so I know something bad must have happened. No, they ran it second, third. Merry Christmas, 2 hours of hell. Article and judge. What article is that, Hildebeest? Oh no, yeah, I didn't read that. I didn't read that. I've been so busy with this Christmas stuff, man. I haven't paid attention to some of this stuff. Oh my gosh, Foles trash, man. What is going on with this guy? Oh, okay. Who is the USA's biggest enemy? This is a trick question. The brackets? um, itself. You know what I mean? I think itself. I think there's rival factions in America trying to fight for power. You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest. Yeah, internal Marxist is probably the best answer. Some says the American media. The media might be up there, but if the media, you gotta say the media, you gotta have to say CIA, like my man Rel says. CIA is probably up there too, because they're so engulfed, entrenched in the media. Academia, yeah, you can say the colleges, because you gotta understand it. Like if those Marxists got those teachers right, my goodness, if those Marxists got those teachers, they get to put poison in kids' brains year after year after year for decades. You know what I mean? And that's what shapes public opinion. That destroys. You got to get it. If I was like now I thought about it, I would go after the colleges first. Get them professors out there. I don't know how you would do it, but you gotta get them out of there because that's teaching your new generations year after year after year, teaching them garbage. Picked off? Is there floods? Yeah, because I seen a clip somewhere. I guess there was a Palestinian kid, 15-year-old girl, looked like she's ginger or something like that. She they trotted her out in front of the cameras. There might be something big, but you got to be careful, man. If there's something big, like if there's like a what's that, another infidel or whatever. I mean, there's a big violence about this Jerusalem move. You know what I mean? There's got to be there might be a false flag coming. Common Core, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think the schools are awful, man. Like, and I see it in Black America a lot, man. Like these people, I call them paper on the wall Negroes. Like they have all these degrees on their wall, and they're the biggest idiots I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, you actually believe this garbage, man? Like, nah, I try to stay away from that. Uh, Perez, I don't know. I wanna do, but you know what? I thought I did a U.S. list. I did a USS Liberty video on their 50th anniversary, I believe. You know, I'll talk about stuff like that. Yeah, I don't. As are people still in love with Kaepernick? I think that that boat has been sailed, man. I guess, but you know, I wasn't ever in love with him. I wasn't. I'm like, come on, man, just shut up, man. Like I wasn't. He's all right as a quarterback. His his whole stance, you know, he was saying some real stuff last year in the locker room. But as far as like the protest, man, you could have just he could have just said all that without having doing the protest. You know, it got out of it just got out of hand. A Santa cap. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I should have rocked the Santa hat. Hold on, I think I might have one. There we go. It's a Disney, but no, this is Disney, man. This is Minnie Mouse, I think. That's the only thing I got. There we go. Oh, can Foles get him in field goal range? All he needs is a completion. They got their timeouts. Yeah, I'll try to do one. Iowa. I think that's how you say how you spell. I'll try to do one. Um, that's a good idea because sometimes I be reaching. I try to do too much like current events for these videos. I'll try to do a conspiracy. What conspiracies I believe in because let me make a note of that. Conspire. Be done by 2020? No. I don't know if the wall will be done by 2020. Wait. It's 2008, 2020. No, it would never be. It would never be. If it's just too much, it would probably take. How long you think it would take to do that wall? 10 years or so? Am I a fan of Alex Jones? Not really. I don't really watch his stuff. Um, I have on occasion. Um, you know, he's a little over the top for me. 5, 7 years maybe. It might take that long. It depends how many people they put on, I guess. Oh, the Eagles might have this. Yeah, they shill too much on pole. Oh, if they use preformed, they're doing good, Admiral. Damn, is my stream that bad? I'm watching on stream, so I. Oh man, he dropped that. Turning the frogs guy. You know, I don't know. You might be right. 5, 7 years. That's they use preformed. I think they're just trying to because Are they going to do infrastructure? Then are they going to do immigration? Oh, he made the field goal. I've seen a scientist, I forget his name, say that same thing about frogs though. They figure out how to make the frogs gay. But you know what? That, I would do a video on that. Wentz don't even look happy. He's just like, well, whatever. But you have to think, man. If they had MK Ultra programs, like they and I thought there was a FBI document that had about talked about sexuality in humans. But if they had MK Ultra and they doing stuff like that, then obviously they would try to do stuff that would change human sexuality. I mean, that's obvious. And I don't even think that's as hard though. Like if you could study because all you have to do is study the brain patterns of known homosexuals, then you could just copy it. You know what I mean? Because everything in your brain is a chemical reaction, and you should be able, if everything in your brain is a chemical reaction or is chemical reaction, right? You should be able to copy that. You know what I'm saying? Or you can put elements in a person's body that can produce that same chemical reaction or readings, whatever. Astrazine, yeah, that's what the I had seen a video where a guy was talking about it was some black scientist. Yeah, no doubt some people are born that way, but I think or with that predisposed. But I think that's just nature's way of you know of what's the word for it? Um, Controlling the gene pool, whatever you want to call it. I think humans are. You have to understand, humans been here for what, millions of years. And the survival. It's like you're a well-oiled machine. You know what I mean? You can. It knows how to survive, just like how animals have survived in the wild, and they'll change to meet their environments and stuff like that. Yeah, survival of the fittest. Like I was watching one documentary. There's these wolves, and where they're at, they started eating. They started salmon fishing, right? And they learned to eat the head because if they ate the body, they would get worms and they get sick. So they start eating the heads. They just run around salmons, just nothing but the heads ate off. Then they would say their paws would start to get webbed so they can be better in the water. Yeah, I can't remember. It's on. I think I saw that on Netflix or Amazon or one of them. Yeah, right. So I mean, the if trees can do that, you know what I'm saying? I mean that instinct is in every probably on most organisms. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're still wolves, but their body changed a little bit. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess you don't know how long we've been here. I'm pretty sure it's in the millions of years. But I mean, I know it's certainly longer than 10,000 years. It has to be because I think India has stuff older than that. GOAT president of my lifetime or overall? Um, from what I've read, I guess Andrew Jackson. Yeah, I would go Andrew JFK. Um, I don't know after that. Eagles won, man. Those Eagle fans were crying on my. I made a. That's one thing about Twitter. You can make. I made lists, and I made an Eagles Twitter list. Um, they were. They were going crazy. I wonder how they're acting now. I'll probably get off in a few minutes. Yeah, but the fact that they had to see, I just go by the fact they had to kill JFK proves that probably he was the best president. And then they tried to kill JFK too. I mean, Andrew Jackson too. So if he didn't have any, oh, the Eagles going to get a defensive touchdown. Ain't this or something? Oh man, yeah, Andrew beat the would-be assassin. Yeah, I got her a Nerf gun. It's actually on the floor now in her room. It's kind of hard for her to shoot, but it's in there. Calvin Coolidge, I'll have to. What subreddit is CBTS? Is there other good subreddits than the Donald, or is that just like is that normie subreddit? I don't really a time for greatness. A time great. Oh, Kennedy. Yeah, I wasn't too fond of Bush Senior. He was a piece of work. I mean, the best thing about Bush Senior is he didn't go all the way with in the Iraq War. He didn't want to get bogged down, but we shouldn't have been in there anyway. It's crazy. My honest opinion of poll, um, it could be better. It's still the best thing if you just want some alternative viewpoints. Um, I think a lot of them guys get too tied up into like celebs. Like I've seen now, everybody's talking about I guess there was a race realism debate in Kraut and whoever. Like I don't who fuck cares. Like, what I mean? Like they're having these threads upon threads about celebs. Now I don't know if it's these actual celebs posting these threads, but it's like you have good threads like Syrian General. Like if it wasn't for Syrian General, I never would have heard of South Front and all that. I used to keep up with the Syrian war like daily for months, and it was thanks to Poll. You know what I mean? So there's good threads like that, but the threads on the e celebs, that's gotta stop, man. I'm like, that's like, you know, so what if if some of these YouTubers um they have your point of view. They share your point of view. So yeah, that's cool. You know, share their videos. But the arguments and you're covering these. It's like you're covering it like your Entertainment Weekly. So instead of Entertainment Weekly covers Hollywood. You guys are sitting there covering these YouTubers like it's like there's some like it's kind of whack, man. That's one thing I think is kind of whack about Poll. Um, and a lot of times you'll see same threads being made like day after day. There's a lot of some of the moderators don't do their jobs, um, but it's cool. You know, there could be better. I've seen better on on the internet, but they're not here anymore. But you know, it's all right. No, I'm not a celeb, man. No, 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 no. Yeah, I didn't even know who Crowd was. I'm like, who the hell is Crowd? He was he's some scientist. Like, anywhere in the world except the U.S., where would it be? I don't know. That's a tough one. Um, I haven't been everywhere. See, that's tough. Like the places I've been, I probably go back to Germany, but I don't know how it is now. um, Probably someplace warm, I guess. Um, Maybe Jamaica, maybe I don't want to say South Africa, but maybe one of the countries in Africa. Um, Someplace warm. Maybe the Philippines. So Kraut was running this. He was running. He was the feds. Was Kraut was linking with New York Times. He was actually an informant to the New York Times. Wow. Like, why would you even like? Why would you even need to do that? Like, you can just watch people's videos and see if they're aligned with the alt right. I mean, that's a bit too much. Used to stream with Kraut. I do. I was gonna, I was trying to follow it, but it's like I'm late to the party. I'm like, what is going on? It sounds like Kraut is an agent because you have to if he's working with the New York Times are agents. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're the the media is mostly agents. You know what I mean? Yeah, I follow him on Twitter. I don't follow him on YouTube. Molyneux. But I never heard him being a cult leader. I'll try to check that out, Chris. You're right about that. No, I'm not a suspected black supremacist. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if anybody's called me that. I don't think you can. Say you are one. Yeah, Stephen Molyneux seems all right. I don't have any problems with him. Yeah, but all the news is agent run, so yeah, I do, Golden. That's what Tariq Nasheed said? Oh. Merry Christmas, rapper. Hey yo, I gotta go. It's been over an hour. Thanks for everybody hanging out. Thanks for donations. I greatly appreciate it. I guess I definitely want to get into on that Kraut piece. I'll try to figure what's going on. Um, and I'll try to do some conspiracy videos. Um, and I'll talk to y'all later. Merry Christmas. Thanks for everybody who said Merry Christmas. I greatly appreciate it. My family does. Um, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Okay, thanks, Francis. I'll talk to y'all later.